So today I'm going to discuss with you all a method by which you can find out the shortest path in a graph having negative weights. But for this we need to keep in mind the graph should be directed graph and it should be a cyclic graph. But when the graph doesn't contain negative weight, there is a way by which we can find out the shortest path, and that algorithm is Dijkstra's algorithm. But Dijkstra's algorithm fails when the graph contains negative weight. Now, how are we going to find out the shortest path? For that, first we would be finding out the topological ordering. Now, as I said, that graph should be a cyclic graph because we are going to find out the topological order. Now, when we find out the topological order, if the graph contains cycle, then we cannot find out the topological order, or the topological order would fail. So, what is topological order? So, topological order is basically arranging things in sequence in which they appear. Like here, in the we have written over here the topological order of this graph. Now you can see uh, to reach node 5 you have to reach to 7, so that's why 7 is before 5 to reach. Similarly, to reach node 3, the 7 you have to go through 7 only, so 7 should come before 3. And similarly it goes with other. Now, as I said, it should be acyclic. By acyclic I mean, see, to find out the topological order, we keep in mind the sequence in which they appear. Now, if we try to find out the topological order of this cyclic graph, we cannot do that. See, to reach to 5, you need to reach to 3, but to reach 3, you need to reach to node 6, and to reach to node 6, you have to reach to 5. So they are interdependent on each other, and that's why topological order fails when the graph contains cycle. Now, here in this graph, so here also in this graph also the topological sorting is been mentioned. So here it can be clearly understand that to reach to node 0 you need to reach node 1. That's why 1 comes before 0. To reach to node 1 you have to reach to 2 and 3, either one of them. So that's why 2 or 3 are before, strictly before 1. Similarly, to reach to 5 and 6 you have to reach to 7, and that's why 7 strictly comes before this everyone. So this topological ordering is defines, basically topological ordering defines the sequence in which things appear. Like, it can be a daily routine, or it can be used in government offices, like things. Now, when we find out why do we find out topological order, so this topological order gives us the order in which we would traverse our graph to find out the shortest path. Now, in which way we traverse this topological order? So we traverse from node 7 towards node 6. Now, for that we create two arrays. One array to store the shortest length, and one array to track the whether the node has been visited or not. So first we pop out from this stack, we pop out 7, we visit all its child. Now, from 7 we can go to node 5, we can go to node 1, and we can go to node 0, and we can go to node 3, because they are directly attached to node 7. Now we would store, since they were these nodes were not visited initially, so we would mark them as visit in a boolean array that we have created, and we will store each of the distance. To reach from node 7 to node 5, the distance would be -4. We would store that distance. We don't know whether this is the shortest distance or not. As we traverse the entire graph, we would come to know. And from 7 to reach node 1, we would store -1 as their distance. From node 7 to node 0, we would mark it as 6 is the minimum distance. And from 7 to reach to 3, the minimum distance is 4. Then we would pop the next element, and that next element is 5. We would traverse 5 all its child. So from 5 we can go to node 1. To from 5 to reach node 1, what would be the distance? So distance would be -4 plus 2 minus 2. So initially from node 1 was nodes visited. From node 7 to node 1, the distance was minus 1, and from node 5 to node 1, the distance comes out to be minus 2. So since initially the minus 1 was stored, we would compare the new length that we have found out. The new length is minus 2, which is less than the previous length. So we would replace that length with a new length, and we would do this for all the nodes that are present in this topological order. And we will visit all its child and will calculate the new length. Initially, if the nodes are not visited, the calculated new length would be the shortest length. But if the nodes are visited, we would calculate the new length, and we would compare with the length initially found out. If the length is new less than the previous length, we would replace it with the current new length found. Now here I have depicted how I have stored the graph and how I have found out the shortest path in graph having negative weights and cycles, and does not contain cycle. So first I've used vectors to store the graph. So here I've initialized the graph and I know the number of nodes. So I've initialized it with this. Here by using this function I've added the nodes and its weight. Since it's a directed graph, we would add only once. We would add this pushback function only once. Next, the next step comes in finding the shortest path is the topological order. So as I said, I've created. So topological order is nothing but basically storing your depth first search. So here I have found out the depth first search and I have stored. See, here I have created the stack to store the topological order, and here in this function I pass that stack by reference so that any modification would be stored forever. So here I've applied depth first search to store the topological order. Whenever its all child would be visited, first the child would get inserted and then the parent would get inserted, and that's why it's basically nothing but representing the storing of depth first search. Now here I've created a boolean array to keep the track of nodes visited, and this vector to store the minimum length. Initially I've initialized all the length distance of all the length equals to minus 1, and here boolean array to track the array, to track the node visited or not. So here first I'll pop the first element from the stack that we have found out. From that stack we'll first pop the first element. We got the first element, we'll mark that node has been visited. We will use this function short path finder function to visit all its child. See, here I have passed that node, basically here the node, here the path where it is going to store the boolean array to track whether the node is been visited or not, and this is the graph that we have stored. Now here it will visit all its child. First he will see whether that the child node is visited or not. If the child node is visited, it will mark that node as visited, and whatever be the length, we don't know whether that length is the shortest length or not, we would store that length. But if the length, if that node is been visited, we would find the length, we will calculate the length, but here we won't directly assign the length, we would compare with the previous length, and if the length is less than the current if the current length is less than the previous length, we would replace that length. So this is it, and now once I have found out the shortest path, I've printed that shortest path. Now I'll show the output of this graph itself. Now here the topological order of, see here, this shows the topological order of this graph, and this result shows the distance of each node. Now you can say from 7 to reach to node 0 it shows 6, the minimum length would be 6. To node 5 it is the minimum length is minus 4. To reach node 1 the minimum length comes out to be minus 2. So see, it hasn't stored minus 1 as the minimum length. It stores that from 7 first go to 5, and from 5 go to 1. So that would be the minimum length, and that would be minus 2. Now let's see any other node. Let's see what would be the minimum length to reach node 2. So to reach to node 2 there are different ways, from 7 to node 1, and to node from one node 1 to node 2 the minimum length would be minus 1, minus 4, minus 5, but here it is minus 6. So it has again gone from 7 to 5, from 5 to 1, and from 1 to 2. So it is minus 4 plus 2 minus 2, and then minus 2 minus 4 minus 6. That is the minimum length. So again I'll just show the entire code. So here this function adds the graph, add that edge and the node with its weight. I've used this to print the graph. This depth first search to store the topological order. This short path finder to visit all its child and calculate the shortest length. Here the initialization of the vectors, boolean. This stack to store the topological order. This vector to store the shortest path, boolean array to track the graph whether the node is visited or not, and then we traverse till the stack gets empty. We traverse each of its node. That's it.